everyone, on today's episode of Hero Center, we're talking about the second half of 2017. October is coming. You better save some cash and buckle up. 2017. Talked about the first half last week. This week, we're talking about what's to come, what is on the horizon, and it is a lot. It is a steak dinner. Sorry, vegetarians, but it is a full course steak dinner with mashed potatoes, green beans, a glass of wine, and a chocolate souffle for dessert. First game I want to talk about, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. What started as just a little expansion has grown into a standalone release. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. So pumped to get back into the thieving world of this franchise, and excited to play as Chloe and Nadine. Nadine Ross hype. Favorite character from Uncharted 4, Thief's End. Sorry, Nate. Nadine was just too badass. She was so cool. I'm excited to learn more about her character in The Lost Legacy. You know, that's something that we haven't really seen about Uncharted is these characters, why Chloe and Nadine are teaming up, why they're doing what they're doing, but also the other smaller stuff, you know, whether we'll see some flashbacks of Nadine as a kid or her life before Uncharted. That is what I am eager to explore in this game, not just going on an adventure and getting some sick treasure and blasting mercenaries on our way to it Indiana Jones style, but I'm excited to learn about these characters. I cannot wait. Uncharted making me sweat so bad I'm getting hot flashes. I had to change my shirt. August, hurry up. Next on the list, it's been a while. You know, there hasn't been a new one since Easy Allies was founded, and I might have even skipped the last one. Hot Shots Golf is coming back. Everybody's Golf. That's its Japanese title, but now they're going worldwide. Just Everybody's Golf. I'm ready to hit the green. So I was a little worried about this when it was first announced, because part of the reason I loved Hot Shots Golf so much was because of the characters. The wacky, over-exaggerated characters were so fun to use. They were so fun to unlock. There were always really good unlockables in Hot Shots Golf. And I was a little concerned when I saw the character creator, but I've warmed up to it. I've opened up to it, especially because the unlocks now and the progression are just more customizable options for your character. That's some good incentive to conquer the leaderboards and keep going. But now it's open world. And again, I was so confused. I was like, man, every single game now feels open world. They're even making golf games open world. But then I heard you can fish. You can go on treasure hunts. And it's basically just like a giant PlayStation Home style, giant online lobby where you can easily just sync up with people and say, hey, want to hit the green? Let's go. It's just been a long time since I've played a Hot Shots Golf or even a Mario Golf game. I missed Mario Golf World Tour on 3DS, and I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to golf. I don't even like golf, but I love these video games. Next up, the one game, the one I yearn for, the one I dream of. Evil Within 2. Evil Within 2 was not so secretly announced at E3. Yeah, thanks, Internet. Thanks a lot for stealing that surprise away, snatching it up with your leaks. Why leak? Now I know the ad came out. I think it was even on Bethesda for leaking it. But in general, now that I'm on the topic, why leak? Just let them announce their game. Why is everyone always picking on Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed? Just let them announce the game when they want to announce it. But anyway, we're talking about Evil Within 2 now. What new evils lurk in the dark? Is that a movie quote? I feel like it is, or if it isn't, it should be. Because what evils do lurk in the dark of Evil Within 2? I saw that gameplay trailer. I don't want to know anything else. I don't want to watch anything else. My trailer policy, even with films, is that when the first trailer comes out, day one, or day two if I miss it, day one or day two, I'll watch that trailer one time and then go media blackout until the game releases. That's my policy, you know. I don't want it to be too fresh, but I want to just get a little taste. And that gameplay trailer showed a ton of new freakos, not just the Keeper, not even Ruvik, but some crazy photography monsters, some crazy white goo. It just seemed like a lot of new enemies to face and a lot of crazy environments. It's 3 years later from the Evil Within 1 that was revealed, and Sebastian is a detective, and he didn't really do much detecting in Evil Within 1. So Evil Within 2 is set to expand his role as a detective, which gets me hyped because I love the world's greatest detective, Batman. So anytime we're doing some detective work, I'm on board. But even like Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, learning about those characters, that's, you know, that is one of the things I love about video games, and maybe why I swim in so many sevens is because it's really easy for me to like characters. And Sebastian in Evil Within 1 was fine, but we didn't really learn too much about his character. I'm hoping to learn a lot more about who he is, what makes him tick, and his past, and his present, and his future. You know, what's up, Sebastian? And what the hell is Mobius? We got Mobius, Stem, Ruvik? Who knows? So many questions in Evil Within 2. Just going into the sequel, I already have so many questions. There's so much mystery surrounding the Evil Within 2. It's, I just want to tear it up. I want to get in there. Jack me into Stem. I'm ready. Lastly, Nintendo competing with themselves for 2017 Game of the Year, Super Mario Odyssey. What more can be said? Mario is very special to me. It is one of the pillars of my life. It is one of the reasons of why I am who I am. I'll never forget playing Super Mario Brothers in my living room with my brother, you know, poring over the Nintendo Power Guide, searching for secrets, leaving the NES on pause, because there were no memory cards, there were no saves. Had to leave my NES on in the corner. One of the scary things, trip down memory lane here. One of the scary things about leaving your NES paused in the corner, your mom coming in with a vacuum. Code red, we've got a vacuum coming in, watch the wires. Super Mario, you know, and then I think of Super Mario Brothers 2. My cousin Jeff, he lives in Colorado. I was so young when this game came out, so don't judge me, but Super Mario 2 was a difficult game, and I remember he used to visit us once or twice a year, and he was the master at Super Mario Brothers 2 of all the games. That was the one. So every time he would come over, you know, I'd be like, hey, Jeff, let's beat Super Mario Brothers 2, let's beat it. Because the only way for me to see those end levels was for him to go through the game, because I couldn't get there on my own. You know, there was no internet, there was no like YouTubing strats or YouTubing the ending of the game. We had to get through it manually. And Mario has just been with me my entire life. You know, he was there when I was a kid, I grew up with him on the NES, Nintendo 64 hits, changes the world with Super Mario 64. We got Sunshine, Bowser in a bathtub for crying out loud. Then we got Galaxy, Galaxy 2, 3D World. Not to mention all the other Mario games. I'm not mentioning, New Super Marios are fine. 3D Land on 3DS is a 10 out of 10, one of my favorites. 6 golden coins on Game Boy, just the list goes on and on and on for Super Mario. While we're on this trip down memory lane, celebrating the legacy that is Mario, I can remember Galaxy 2. I wasn't living at home at the time, but I can remember coming home and bringing my Wii with Galaxy 2 and just sitting cross-legged on my bed going through these levels. I don't know what it is. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't like, a memorable time in my life or something, but for whatever reason, I just can't get that image out of my head of sitting in my bedroom, on my bed, sitting on my bed, cross-legged style, just going through Super Mario Galaxy 2 with the biggest smile on my face ever. Playing from sun up till sundown, getting every hidden star, all the bonus levels. Magical. Which brings us now to Super Mario Odyssey. Is there any reason to doubt that it won't be the same? That it won't have that magic? That it won't be one of the most memorable times you've had with a video game in your entire life, no matter how old you are? You're 10 years old, you're 20 years old, you're 60 years old, you're playing Super Mario. Take me on an Odyssey. So that's it for the show. Again, just like last week, too many games to cover. We didn't even talk about Destiny 2, Shadow of War, Assassin's Creed Origins, Forza 7. There's so many games to talk about, too many to list, but just like last week, that's what Talking Syndrome is for. 11 a.m. this Saturday on twitch.tv/EasyAllies. We can hype up the rest of 2017, talk about what games you're most looking forward to. I'm at Michael P. Huber. Tweet me there, also about games in 2017. And we are Easy Allies. You can find us on Patreon, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all the social medias. We'll be there kicking and reporting and playing video games of 2017. Cannot wait. But start saving. October is coming. See you next week.
It's time for the syndrome.
We're talking about Mario. It's getting me pumped. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna queue up Galaxy 2, hop on Yoshi's back, soar through the stars.